Everyone seems to be surprisingly okay with this. I don't know why. I thought I would have to like explain myself further besides like, oh, I'm just filming my life during the summer. But I guess that's not as abnormal as I thought. And most people don't even mind being on camera, so that's nice. You know, I don't have like the fanciest camera or the best editing software or anything, but you know, whatever. That stuff would be nice, but I think you can do something decent with what you got. I mean, I've had this camera forever, and it's not like it's not really a video camera. It's like a camera for taking photos, but it has video capability, so that's why the quality isn't great. I would love a better quality camera, but I just can't afford one. I probably won't be able to afford one for like another year. I did find a waterproof case though. Like a case that I can use if I go swimming, or if I go canoeing, or if I go to the water park or something like that. All three of which I'm anticipating this summer. At the same time I'm dreading. I absolutely am not comfortable wearing a bathing suit right now. And I feel like I won't be for a while. Which does put a hindrance on things. Sometimes I wonder how much I'm held back and how much other people are held back by feeling like they're too fat for something and maybe too skinny for something for some people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's such a pressure for people to look a certain way, and if you don't look that certain way, you almost feel like you don't belong, and you shouldn't be doing things, like you shouldn't be showing your body in any way, and you shouldn't be, you know, doing activities which require you to show your body a little bit. I guess technically if you want to go swimming you could wear like, you know, a scuba suit, but that would be drawing more attention to yourself than if you were just wearing a regular bathing suit. I can't count the number of times that I've thought like, yeah, I really want to do that, but I'm too fat for that, or something. And that's such a negative thought, and it's kind of depressing. In the moment it doesn't really seem like a big deal, it's just kind of part of how I think. And I have a feeling it's a part of how a lot of people think, especially people that struggle with weight or body image issues. But by thinking that way, we're telling ourselves that we're limited and that we can't do things. Obviously, if you're really overweight, there are going to be things that you can't do. But most things you can do. Most things, you know, most regular things, pretty much anyone can do. And, you know, it's not like I'm, you know, obese, hospital bound, can't leave my bed kind of fat, but it's more like I'm so uncomfortable in my own skin that I almost want to pretend like no one else can tell how I look, like no one else can see, you know, what I look like. I wish that was the case. I don't want to draw attention to my body or all the parts of it that I'm insecure about. That just seems silly. So that's why I feel like I shy away from some of those things, when in reality I really shouldn't, because it's putting, you know, such a damper on my life. You know, I feel like I can't do some of the fun things that I want to do, or that I used to be able to do. It makes me really sad. On a happier note, this is the first summer that I haven't taken any classes during the summer. So I'll have a lot more free time. I'm still looking for a job. I applied to a bunch of places, and the only ones I've heard back from were rejections. So that's nice. I would love to have a job that was like makeup oriented, but there aren't a lot of those out there, especially if you're not like a certified cosmetologist or anything like that, and I'm definitely not. But I would love to work at like Sephora or Ulta. I actually applied to Ulta. I don't know if they're hiring, but I applied there anyway. Sephora's never hired. I'm not really sure what I'm doing today. I'm supposed to hang out with Michaela and Jacob and Tyler, my boyfriend. But we haven't decided what we're doing. I think if it's nice out, we're gonna go play putt-putt. But it has been saying there's a chance of thunderstorms for like the rest of the weekend, which sucks because there's not a lot to do around here, and the things that are fun to do around here are usually outside. Actually, that's not true. Things that are fun to do around here cost a lot of money, which none of us have. or you have to be over 21, which none of us are. So I'm really still trying to figure out the whole vlogging thing. Definitely still getting used to people looking at me weird when I have my camera out in public. Like, I almost felt like afraid to take it out when I was in the gelato shop the other day. I was afraid that they were going to get mad at me or something, but they didn't even care. But when I was at the grocery store, I did get some looks, and people were like, why are you filming the grocery store? And I was like, because I want to. If you're someone that watches a lot of YouTube videos and someone that watches a lot of vloggers, you can kind of forget that, like, not everyone watches YouTube, and not everyone watches vloggers, and lots of people don't even know what that is. I've been thinking about making, like, a bucket list for the summer. I did it last summer, and I had about 75 things on my bucket list, which was way too many. Very high expectations there. I think I finished, like, maybe 10 of them, and then I started to cross off things that I hadn't actually finished and tried to justify them by, like, using, like, the loosest terms. Like, I used this example the other night when I was telling my friend. One of my things on my bucket list was to jump in a pool fully clothed. I just thought it would be, like, a funny thing. And I was like, well, I, you know, washed a car and I had clothes on. That's the same thing, right? So in reality, I only finished about 10 of those things, but I told myself that I finished, like, at least half of them. So I think I'm going to make a different one this year. Lower my expectations and hope to achieve the whole list by the time the summer is done. There are some things that I know I definitely want to do, like go to Cedar Point. I have to go to Cedar Point every year or else I feel completely deprived of joy. It's my favorite place in the world. I also really want to go on, like, a little mini road trip, you know, like not across the United States or something, but maybe just over to Canada or to another state or to, like, up north Michigan or something like that. I would love that. I would just love that. Another problem with all these things that I want to do is that they all cost money, which is something that I don't have right now. Hopefully I'll have it later. I don't know. The city I live in, believe it or not, is like a tourist attraction for my state and for the surrounding cities. So naturally you would think that I would have a lot of stuff to do and that there would be a lot of fun things going on. And maybe it's just because I've been living here for so long, but I honestly feel like nothing ever happens and there's nothing going on. I'm determined to spend more time outside, which is weirdly not coinciding with the fact that I was determined to really take care of my skin this summer. I didn't wear sunscreen for the first, like, 18 years of my life, and I think it really took a toll. So I decided to start wearing sunscreen this summer. I've never gotten a sunburn, but I know that doesn't mean anything. But at the same time, I absolutely love being in the sun. Where I live, you only get sun like 4 months out of the year, so I try to enjoy it when I can. But then everyone tells you that if you want to take care of your skin, you can't go out in the sun for more than a couple minutes. Okay. Good enough.
I need to look at the road so when you drive.
Oh my god! She's swerving.
We're going to the mall.
We are going to the mall. I want to get Pinkberry. I want to
go Pinkberry.
Pop in Sephora real quick. And, yeah, that's it.
Oh, wait,
I don't need anything else.
I said a bad word. This is on camera.
Oh, that's okay.
Can you bleep me?
Technically, yeah, I could bleep you, but I don't think, like, there's no, like...
But what if I get, like, a good job, and then, like, the federal marshal is like, let me check her out, and then it's like, he sees me driving the car, like, yeah, let's get fucking ice cream, and he's just like, so we can, she's not gonna fit in with the company.
I'm not gonna put your name, like, I'm gonna, like, tag you in my video.
Went to the
like,
mall with Michaela.
Happy marshmallows.
Do you guys have any celery left?
We have a couple stalks. Would you like one?
I would. With ranch, please.
Like experimental film?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. I mean, it's like a...
What was that? Oh my goodness.
It got stuck.
Celery is, like, kind of hard to eat. Because it's got those strings.
So straight.
0 calories.
Isn't it negative calories?
Well, I guess as you're chewing, yeah. It's like water you have to chew. It's basically...
It's tasteless.
I always chew my water.